Hello everyone and welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and today we are recapping every single piece of information from the Godzilla Battleline Summit for the 3rd anniversary that just happened. We were talking about the Godzilla and Kong collab, we were talking about surprise units, we were talking about new features, ways that we're playing the game are fundamentally changing. I'm going to go in the order in which it appeared to us on stream. If you want to skip ahead, there will be timestamps down below in the description of this video and on your scroll bar, okay? Remember, timestamps, you can skip ahead, you can come back, whatever, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, you can just see what you want, but I am not starting at the most hyped thing. I am going to work my way to there the same way as it was on stream. So, first things first is this key art was revealed. I mean, it was technically revealed yesterday, but this is now with color and pretty cool. There's new renders of everyone. I think the Ghidorah one is slightly different than the one that we've already had. Everyone is in a new pose for the most part. I actually think maybe this Earth isn't a similar pose, but this is the first time we're getting 2D art of Destroya for Godzilla Battleline, and it looks pretty sick, so shout out to them. This art rocks. I love the 2D art stuff. They always kill it. So, first off is the... my head is maybe blocking some things, but I'll read you what it says. So, this is the Daily Stone Pass. No one was really buying this because it wasn't a really good offer. So, the previous pass on the left side says conventional in the blue. At the time of purchase, you would get 980 paid Gstones and 80 free stones. When logging in every day, you get 90 free Gstones. Starting next season, which is going to run from May 31st to June 28th, at the time of purchasing the pass, you're going to get 980 paid Gstones, and you're going to get 200 free stones. And then when you log in every day, you're going to get 200 Gstones. So instead of logging in for 90 stones, they've increased it by 110 stones. You are going to get 200 free stones every day. These are not paid gems or stones. These are free ones. You're only getting 980 paid ones as soon as you buy the offer. The rest of the ones that are still going to be regular Gstones. Okay? Regular Gstones. Next, the anniversary skins are coming, or the, not anniversary skins, the arena rank skins are coming back. If you want the gold Godzilla skin, you have to place in the top 10 of all players on the leaderboard. If you want the silver Godzilla, you have to place in the top 500, 1 to 500. And if you want the bronze Godzilla skin, you will have to place in the top 2,500. 1 to 2,500 place in rank. This is the 3rd time these skins are available. I literally was just talking the other day about some people, or with some people, about these skins becoming available again. So here they are. If you missed your chance at them before, here's your 3rd chance at them. Next, the Gstones will be resetting their first purchase benefits. Traditionally, these Gstones would only reset their benefits if a major store update went out, like when they update the daily sale selection. So it would be, you know, for the 800 yen offer, right? You're going to get 800 Gstones and then an additional 300 if it's your first time purchasing. For the 1600 one, you're going to get 1600 gems and then 800 for your first time, extra for your first time purchasing. And then if you had bought that the first time, then it would be like, oh, here's 1600 Gstones and like 100 for purchasing. So the green number is like a really luxurious extra amount. They are making it so every season this resets. It's going to have more incentive for people to buy Gstones straight from the store at the top of the season. Traditionally, people have been using offers like the All-Star Battle offer that has the 5,200 stones in it they're using that to buy their stones, not the stone exchange. Now they're upgrading the stone exchange. None of the amounts are changing. It is just when a season resets, the first purchase bonuses also reset. So if you're buying stones like this, they're making it better for you. This is helping whales. I don't see a lot of new players really taking advantage of this at the start of every season, but this is just a nice quality of life thing to have. Next, they are doing a super luxurious 3rd anniversary login bonus from the 15th of June to the 28th of June. So that is on the day of the Battleline anniversary to the end of the season. If you log in every day, you will get 300 stones for a total of 3,000 stones if you log in every single day. I don't believe there's going to be any leeway to this. It's a maximum of, it says maximum of 10 days. Never mind. We have more than 10 days to... Do we have more than 10 days to do this? Yeah. We have a little bit over 10 days to do this. We have, 13 days to do this? So just log in every day from the 15th on, and you will get 3,000 stones. I don't know if these are going to be free or paid. They're probably going to be free. Next, this little blurry image, but this is a brand new mute functionality. You could, before, mute only when you were in a match. You could mute the stickers. Now, you can go and find pre-registered registered users and mute them before you even get into a battle with them. So say you and I get into a battle and you didn't like that I was sticker spamming the I got this or annihilation. You could go into your mute list or your ranked battle history, click on a character or click on one of the players and then select mute. So you can permanently mute toxic players. This is a huge quality of life change. I love it. This is the better change though. Friends lists. Friends lists are finally being added to Godzilla Battle Line. So, this is how the friends lists will work, okay? Godzilla Battle Line players can follow each other and become friends. By interacting and supporting your friends, you can earn friend P and exchange it for items. It's like friend points. It's this right up here, this little footprint with 99.99, okay? And you can look at your follower support history up here and all kinds of fun stuff. By interacting and supporting your friends, you can earn the P in exchange for items. Custom matches can now be held between players who follow each other. So if you and I follow each other, I can click on support and we can support each other and I can select a battle for you and we can select a battle. We don't know exactly what we can exchange points for yet. We just know that you can earn points by being friends and supporting each other. So when the new update goes live, I will have a section in my Discord that is a friends list. If you need to fill out your friends list, I will put a section up in the Discord for you to find friends or a thread or something like that. Because if having more friends is going to get you more points for more rewards or even better rewards, gotta come together as a community and support each other. So I will put up a thing for that in the friends list for the Discord. If you want to be friends with me, I'll probably put my code up in there eventually. And then if you want to just make friends in general in Battle Line, good place to do it is in Discord. So we're finally getting a friends list. There's no clans, there's no raid battles. Friends list, very good start. We don't know what the stores are going to be like yet, but you can support all your friends. I'm a huge fan of this. Next, this is going to start getting complicated. This is fundamentally how we're changing how we're going to play the game. These are called battle memories. It is a new feature that allows you to strengthen your units in battle. So far, we've only seen strengthening to HP and damage. These are passive bonuses. By setting it when forming a team, you can have various effects such as increasing a unit's attack power and HP or adding buffs, debuffs, and barriers. We haven't seen anything for barriers yet. We haven't seen anything for buffs. We haven't seen anything for debuffs. We've seen HP and damage up stuff, okay? I'm going to show you this, so bear with me. I'm switching over live to the thing. Oh, well, this is a spoiler. There's Godzilla and Kong stuff. We'll get to them in a second. You figured they were coming, so I'm going to try to find where they talked about it. Sorry for flashbangs. They're talking about all the random stuff. The Gstones that we talked about. Okay. So here it is. Here is the battle history stuff. This is the page that I'm showing you right now. This is like kind of what it looks like. So you can see on this left-hand side, you have like movie posters and posters that are in the game and stuff like that, right? You can see they're changing the stats. So by selecting the posters, you can increase your stats. You see these symbols next to that? We're going to get into that too in a second. Okay, this is what the pages look like. You can level up the cards. So right here in the leader part, so this is King Ghidorah leader. The King Ghidorah leader, the Mecha King Ghidorah I should say, has 4 card slots. Each one of these slots has the same symbol, which means this King Ghidorah, if they're your leader, can only utilize cards in this particular category. Whatever the red category is, that's what it can use. By putting in a select amount, depending on how much you level them up, you're going to get passive boosts to your team, okay? You can increase the stats, it looks like, of everyone on your team by a particular amount, depending on what cards you have slotted in and what level the cards are. Here is what it looks like when you level up a card. This is the level up card for Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. At level 1, it is giving 44 extra HP and 25 extra damage. You hit level 2 with the points, with the memory points. Not entirely sure how we get those just yet. If they revealed it in the stream, it wasn't on a text image. It's probably in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. Then at level 2, you can see here it's giving 51 HP and 28 damage. No additional buffs or anything like that, because that would all be displayed, I'm pretty sure, down here in the description, and we haven't seen anything like that yet. We've just seen one strictly for HP and damage. This is going to change the way we play the game, because if you can start giving characters slow on hit and stuff like that, like, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be absolutely crazy. You need the points to level them up. Probably get them from offers. I'd imagine you could probably get them also from your friends lists and stuff like that. You can also see on the bottom of the card, kind of behind the YouTube bar, there are stars. There are different rarities of cards, and I'm going to have to assume the higher rarity the card, the better the stats are going to be. I have to just assume that. Here is the card page right here, where you can see your cards. Here's your points right down here. This is the combine feature. So if you have, it looks like 4 of the same type of card. My head's blocking it, but there's 4 cards right here of the same type. And it looks like that is what they need to at least advance it to the next star rank. Looks like they have all this stuff, question mark out, probably because they don't want us to see it and gain an early advantage. But you can, looks like you raise the star rank by upgrading the card. So we saw a few panels ago that this very King Ghidorah card, it was at level 3. And then we can see here that it took at least 4 copies of this card to upgrade it to a 4-star card to get a added bonus, because this section here, the question mark, wasn't there prior. So then they had, this is a few other cards right here. So these two, the Kamada-kun and Godzillasaurus, we do not have a Godzillasaurus in the game. So there are characters that get cards and posters that get cards. So there's going to be a lot of different cards to obtain. Both the Kamada-kun and the Godzillasaurus are just HP and damage, it seems. But this one for Godzibon and the Space Godzilla poster, they are they have these little things right here. So we don't know what they're gonna do yet. But also you can see the colors here are different. The Godzillasaurus has a Godzilla icon. The Kamada-kun one, this is a Mysterion from the Mysterion movie, and it's gold. This one is a Godzilla, and this one has a shield. And it's green. We can assume the red cards are probably for some straight stats. I don't know what the Mysterion thing is for, but I'm assuming the green stuff is going to help with the shields, because they're specifically mentioned shields in the previous page. So then they do a little talking. So I'm going to show you this clip here. My head is a little in the way, but I don't think I'm going to block anything. They're going through the store. There's a Godzilla and Kong offer for cards. Look at this. This is a card. This is a card. This, I think, is also a card. But look at this. You can pull the cards for a ticket. Okay? And I'm going to get into the tickets. You can pull tickets. You can pull cards. This button is a 1 pull. This is a 10 pull. This is standard Gacha stuff. Okay? Seasoned Gacha players recognize this. So watch. He's going to click the 10 drop. So this is the animation when you open up. I don't know if this is just when you open up the 10 tickets or when you open up the 1, but he only opens up a 10 ticket drop. I assume this video is only going to play for 10 tickets. The kids comes in and hits a beam, and you're going to get this panel of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see the rarities of the cards. There's a bunch of silvers. There's a platinum card. I'm going to just call it platinum. And then there's 3 golden cards. So we're going to open all of them up individually. There's a 2-star Barry or Rodan. I'm just going to call them Barry because I don't know the types. There's a 3-star Mysterion, Godzilla, and Kong, and the offer that he clicked had an increased drop chance for Godzilla and Kong stuff. There's a Kiryu, but that's like a wing logo, so maybe that does something for flyers. That's the Godzibon one that we saw in the previous slides. This is a Godzilla Tower one. I think we also saw this in a previous slide, or it was in an image. It wasn't featured in a slide. There's a duplicate, so you can get duplicates. You can fuse them together. There's a Jet Jaguar. Now, this card was gold, and it just got an increase to 3-star. That is the Anniversary card. So, there's also a Mogera one down there, and another Godzilla Tower. So, he hit a bunch of dupes. He then goes to his deck menu right here, and you can see if I pause it real quick. Pause. There it is. Okay. His leader is King Ghidorah 2019. The 4 card slots that King Ghidorah has is 3 red and a blue. Okay, now watch. He's going to take a look in the menu here at the cards. This, I'm in front of it, but there's a green and a yellow button down here. The yellow button is sale. You can sell cards you don't need, and the green button is the combine. You can combine cards that you have duplicates of. So he's talking about all the different cards and stuff that he's selecting cards and he's putting them in the slot so that he can get more bonuses to his team. Okay? And now he changes leaders. He changes to Mechagodzilla leader, and now his selection is different. He now has 1 red, 1 green, 2 blue. So it looks like whatever leader you choose gets to determine what cards you get. Now, does this change leader viability going forward? I don't know. I don't know. We do not know enough about the cards or the specific changes or buffs that the cards are going to give to be like, oh, you know what? Mechagodzilla as a leader, stats-wise and move-wise, isn't very good. But you can use the 4 best cards in the game on Mechagodzilla. We don't know that. So the next leader tier list that I make, it's going to be in June. We're going to do a leader tier list in June. Because I'll explain why in a bit. But we're going to do leader tier list in June. I do not know if I'm going to take these cards into consideration. Instead, I think the cards are just going to have to get their own tier list of some kind. And that's going to be a huge video because they're just going to keep adding tons and tons and tons of cards. So maybe not even a tier list, but maybe just like a top 5 cards or something like that. So that's the end of that explanation. This is going to take us into the next slide that I actually had pre-prepared for you and they spoiled it. Not really the next slide, but it is coming up. So they are going to have the Battle Memory Debut Pack. When the season goes live, this card stuff is also going live. This is going to be a pack that collects battle notes that make Godzilla 2023 even stronger. It will be now available. The second and subsequent editions are also scheduled to appear, so please look forward to it. So it looks like there's going to be there's going to be packs that they let you just buy outright in the store for gems or money that are going to give you a predetermined set of cards. This seems like cards that are going to be available specifically to synergize with Godzilla -1 as a leader. And judging off of the cards here, it seems like -1 as a leader is going to have one of the is going to be blue, green, yellow, yellow. So blue, green, double yellow. Okay, he's going to have the whatever the wing one is, the barrier, and then 2 of the Mysterions. We're going to get a -1 3-star, 3-star platinum card. We're going to get a -1 2-star standard card, a Kamada-kun standard card, and a Little Godzilla standard card, not platinum. Don't know what they do. Seems like these are going to be guaranteed in that pack because they're already showing it to us. Nope, I went ahead the wrong one. Nope. Yep. No. Yes. Okay. Whatever. Nope. Yes. I don't know what my computer's fucking did. All right, so to commemorate the release of the Battle Memories, they are going to be giving away an autographed card by Yumi Kushaku and the director of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Masaki Tezuka. Very sick. This is going to be free for everyone. It does not look like this card can be pulled in packs and does not look like this card is going to be purchasable. When the new season starts on May 31st, you have until the season ends on June 28th to get this card. You get it just by logging in. At the moment, it seems like you just log in one time and you guarantee get this card. You also could have a login calendar for it. We don't know. It seems like you're just going to get it upon login, but you can also see on the bottom of the card here, it's 3 stars. But if we go back, there is a 3-star card here with extended room for 2 more stars. It does not look like this card is upgradable. This looks like a unique, one-of-a-kind card, non-upgradable. Hopefully it's pretty good. It's for the blue section. Don't know what it does. We have no idea, but it says Activation Resident Ice. I guess that's maybe part of the movie title. And this are the words that are on the poster, but we don't know what it does. It doesn't look like it's upgradable. It looks like it's a one-of card. It's a signed card. Just log in when the new season starts and you'll get it. And now for the Battle Memory Implementation campaign to celebrate the new Battle Memory stuff from May 31st, which is the day the season starts, until June 6th, or June 4th. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the 6th. That's what I'm saying. June 4th. So this is a short campaign, but Battle Memo Gacha tickets will be given away every day. Get a total of 30 tickets. Receive memory points every day. Get a total of 6,000. So if you log in every day for a few days, what is it? 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So 5 days. If you log in every day for the first 5 days of the season, you can't miss a day. You will get 30 tickets and you'll get 6,000 points. We are unsure at the time how many points we're actually going to start needing for some of the bigger stuff, but you're going to probably be able to get some little things done, and you're going to get one free 30. You're going to get 30 tickets, which is 3 of the 10 pulls, so you get to watch that fun animation 10 times. So for free-to-play players, I highly recommend free-to-play players you take advantage of this. Not sure how much the points evaluation is, but the cards in general, we're not sure how powerful they're going to be, if they're going to really matter or not. And I have a feeling they're going to charge us up the ass for some of them. So free-to-play players really take advantage of this. This is 30 cards. You could get a bunch of dupes, but then you could upgrade them a ton. You could get some really rare cards, and there's going to be a special for the Godzilla and Kong cards that we saw in the video, where there's like the 10 pulls. Do a 10 pull for an increased chance of the Godzilla and Kong and Anniversary cards. So please take advantage of this. This is going to be really cool, fundamental way we change the way we play the game. I'm a huge fan of trading cards. I'm going to be so absolutely screwed over trying to open these. But I love the concept. We're going to have to wait to see how it goes. I'm afraid that it might further the gap between whales and free-to-play players, unfortunately, but it's another avenue of revenue for them. It's another way to diversify how the game works. I am super excited for this. Next is our boy. We're getting into characters now. Godzilla 2024 Evolved form. I'm blocking some of the text on the bottom, but I'll read it to you. Don't even worry about it. He is a rarity 4. Cost is 7. He can move, or he's a ground type movement. He can attack ground, flying, facilities, and leaders. As a unit, the attack method and damage will change depending on the progress of time and the amount of charge in the 3-stage gauge that it increases as enemy units are defeated. Okay, we'll take a look at that in gameplay. This is a very complicated ability. At the first stage of his meter, single target attacks only, with heat rays. At the second stage of his meter, heat rays are emitted when he shakes his head in a 90-degree range. It consumes 50% of the gauge. The third stage of the gauge, it rhymes, attacks by mowing down heat rays in a 180-degree range, consumes 50% of gauge after attack. Crazy. Now, as a leader, his special ability is called Heat Ray, and it has the effect of recovering the cost each time you destroy one enemy unit, and if you involve more enemy units, you can recover large amounts of the cost. They did not do a good job of showing this in the gameplay. From what this sounds like is when you pop this leader ability and then you kill units, you regain energy. It is unclear if he, at least at this time for me, it is unclear if he needs to be the one with his leader ability that's killing enemies or your other units can. But either way, if you get kills while this is active, you will regain energy. I love him. His model looks kind of goofy at this angle. He looks like a big monitor lizard, big Komodo dragon, but he looks pretty cool in the game. Kong Beast Glove variant. This is sick. Okay. 4 star, of course. 6 cost. Movement is ground. He can only attack ground facilities and leaders. Does not attack flying. Now, as a unit, he appears with an axe in his hand and can nullify up to 2 attacks with the axe itself. So he's like Jet Jaguar. Singular point has the spear, can nullify 2 attacks. Kong does the same thing. There are also 2 normal attacks when he has an axe, or an attack with an axe, and a punch attack with the Beast Glove when he does not have the axe. So if he has the axe in hand, he swings with the axe. If he doesn't have the axe, he's punching with the Beast Glove. His attack power is higher when he does not have the axe. He gets an attack boost when he does not have the axe. The axe, he is weaker, but he can block 2 hits. When the axe is gone, he hits harder. Next, he also can jump towards enemy units that are out of range but within his search range and attack them. Jumping attacks deal damage and knockback in a circular area. So, not only can he block 2 attacks, he can, as long as a unit is within his search range, he can jump to that enemy, okay? And then he can start beating them up. And when he lands on that jump, he's going to knock him back in a circular area, so it is an AoE. So he technically has an AoE. This is going to be an extremely playable ability. We're going to have to really see what his stats are like, but he's just a better version of Jet Jaguar Singular Point. And Singular Point Jet Jaguar was already pretty decent, but he's not seeing a lot of play because he's easy to beat. This Kong, maybe he's got something going on for him that we don't see yet. We're gonna take a look at the gameplay. We're gonna check him out. Now, this was the 2 surprises of the stream, and I think if you're not brain dead, you could figure it out. Scar King and Shimo, my translation thing changed this to skirting, but it is Scar King. So he is a rarity 4, of course. He costs 6. Okay, his movement type is on the ground. He can attack ground, flying, facilities, leaders, and buildings. So now listen to what Scar King does. His normal attack, he attacks by swinging a Bone Whip and increases damage dealt to units with a cost of 5 or less. Mogera gives the damage boost to units that are 5 or less. He is going to be doing additional damage to units that are 5 or less. This is a pretty hard Mogera and Chibi's counter. He also has the ability to wrap the Bone Whip around an enemy unit that is far away and pull them to you. Performing this pull attack will generate a buff that increases the attack power of surrounding units. So Gigan in 2004, he puts a chain on the enemies and then he goes to them. Scar King is reverse. He's going to chain the enemies and pull them to him, and then anyone around him is going to get an attack buff. So basically he's going to be grabbing guys, pulling them in, and then your team's just going to be killing them. Whip grab, kill him. That's what he's going to be doing. Increase damage to units that are 5 cost or less. He's going to be, if depending on his stats, he could be meta. This is probably one of the best kits I've seen. Just strictly speaking, because of the way the meta is shifting to like really low cost units, and he can use with flyers too. So Mothra, Biollante, Fyrodam, Batra, Mothra Leo. Unsure if also this counts as a stun, but the Chibis, Mogera, he grabbing them all. Next, Shimo, which translates to Shimo, but this I think actually might be the best character that we've had. Rarity is 4 cost, duh. It is a ground type, it costs 5. He's a 4-star, he costs 5. Or she costs 5. The movement is ground, can attack ground, flying facilities, and leaders. Normal unit. Performs a straight range attack with a freezing beam and inflicts the freezing status ailment. This is a new debuff. We have never had freezing before. We have had slow and we have had stun. We have never had freeze before, and I hope Freezing Sunday gets updated to have the freezing ailment. We've never had freeze before. When frozen, movement speed decreases like slow, and in addition, a certain percentage of damage is taken at regular intervals. It is almost like burn. Burn is doing 50 damage a second. This is a percentage of damage is being taken. We don't know what that percent is yet, but basically for freeze, you are slowing a unit, and then they're taking damage over time as they are slowed. Then gives priority to attacking enemy units that are not frozen within attack range. Therefore, if you freeze the enemy in front of you, you will go on to freeze another unit. Say you have Kong and G24. G24 is back here. Shimo will freeze Kong. Once Kong is frozen, she will shift her attack to the Godzilla, and then she will freeze him, as long as he is also within her attack range. If he is out of range, she's just going to keep attacking that Kong. But if Godzilla is also in range, she's going to freeze one, freeze the other. Additionally, underneath that it says, here my head's blocking it, a frozen beam attack creates a frozen field on the battlefield, kind of like Hedera's acid pool. If an enemy ground unit passes through this frozen field, they will become frozen. She does not have to even target someone with her main attack. She just needs to, well, she needs to target someone with her main attack. If she freezes a character, it will make an AoE freeze, and any characters within that range will also get frozen. And if they are not frozen, she will then turn her attention to them and freeze them. We are gonna this is probably gonna move us into some kind of freeze, into like a freeze meta. This is really strong. This is a really strong ability. You're getting an AoE slow with damage over time, and she's doing damage straight up, and she's a 5 cost, but you know, Scar King does increase damage to 5 cost, so he could be the counter to this, but I feel like running both of them is probably going to be a good move. Next. What? Why didn't I go? Alright. What the fuck is happening? Nope, I'm spoiling all kinds of shit. I don't know what's happening there. Next. We're getting an underground stage. We're getting an underground stage, okay? It has a new map hazard, is lava. We never had lava before. Ground units cannot enter the lava area. Flying units can fly above it. Units will inevitably be concentrated into the central area, so it is important to know how to attack and control here. So, ground units are going to have to go through this it looks like 2 squares, so 2 lanes of traffic here. Whoever can hold this point and push through is probably going to win. This is going to be a map for Kiryu leaders, because you can just stall them out in the middle and then a Absolute Zero Cannon. Ginza being put on the sides here is going to be really strong, because he's going to be hit across the gap. Ultimate probably can hit across some of this gap. Super X, Mothra 2019. Flyers can go over. Mogera and Kiryu units that can be placed anywhere can go over. But this is super sick. Very cool, highly contested map. This will be added when the event goes live, I believe, and it doesn't have a removal date either. So it's not like this. At this time, it doesn't seem like this map is going away. Actually, none of the characters that they shown today also came with the caveat of will be leaving at some time. I didn't see that once in this entire stream. Maybe when they put the official blog post out for this update, they'll have that in there. I did not see those at any singular point in the stream at all, ever. Keep that in mind. Next. New Empire collaboration. Obviously, starts from the new season, May 31st to June 28th. You log in for 10 days as a celebration, and you're going to get a free piece of Beast Glove Kong. For free, 10-day login, you're going to get a piece of Kong. Also, I don't remember if I have a slide for it or not. Kong is the Battle Pass character. The Battle Pass is going to be for Kong. Next, Godzilla 2021, Kong 2021, Mechagodzilla 2021, and Skull Island are all returning. Again, no mention of when they are leaving, if they are leaving. I'm sure we'll get a blog post that says they're going to be leaving at an undetermined time like we usually do, but at this moment, they never even mentioned once that they're leaving. They only have mentioned that these units are coming back. They are returning. For how long, we don't know. We don't know how long the map is coming back. We don't know if the other map will leave eventually. I assume it will, but we are getting 2 maps this season. A returning one, the Skull Island map, and the new lava map. Could leave at any point, and we're getting back these units. They're definitely going to charge you up the ass to get these guys, again, because it doesn't seem like we're getting them anywhere for free just yet. Next, the Ultimate Pass is also making a return, and it will feature Pinkzilla. The Godzilla Evolved form will be featured in the Ultimate Pass. So, if you want both Godzilla and Kong, the easiest way possible is going to have to be get both the passes. Now, if you buy the Ultimate Pass, you're not also going to be getting the Standard Battle Pass. Doesn't seem like they've changed that at all. And they didn't mention it, so you're going to have to buy them separately. But if you buy the Ultimate Pass, you get a G material and you get 5 picking maps, but it's picking whoever's available in the store. But you get G material. If you want Godzilla, the Pinkzilla, and you want to pay for him, you want to get the Ultimate Pass, he's going to be in the Ultimate Pass, and Kong is going to be in the Standard Pass, so they're running both of them at the same time. Next, buffs for the season. No nerfs, just buffs. The 3 returning Monsterverse characters are getting buffed. Godzilla 2021 is getting increased HP, increased attack distance, and increased enemy search distance. Huge. Kong is getting a reduced cost, so he's going to go from 6 cost to 5. He's getting increased HP and increased attack power. Cool, love that. Mechagodzilla 2021 is getting increased HP and adjusting the amount of HP it takes for his attack methods to change. So hopefully that makes him a little bit more viable. I don't know. I don't think so. Next, All-Star Battle. The leader of All-Star Battle is going to be Pinkzilla. So he will be rented to you at level 1 if you do not unlock him before All-Star Battle starts. The All-Star Battle also starts in mid-June, which I assume is going to be on 6/15, which is the anniversary of Battleline. Okay, so that is the last slide that I have here, but I have a lot more to discuss with you. Scar King and Shimo are not launching with the season. They are splitting it the same way they split the Evangelion season, where it was, for the first half of the season, it was... what was it? Ava Unit 2 and the 10th Angel, or Ava Unit 2 and 0. And then halfway through, they added 08 and 10, or what, and Angel 10. Same thing in this. On May 31st, when the season goes live, we are going to be getting Kong and Godzilla in both battle passes and standard in rotation and maps. Shimo and Scar King are not going to be available until June 15th. That is the 3rd year anniversary of Godzilla Battleline. That is to the day. The 15th is the anniversary of the game. On the anniversary of the game, we are getting Shimo and Scar King at the same time. Additionally, with also Godzilla and Kong, and they will all be available through the same unlocking means. Okay? Now, we're going to go back to the video because I do want to show you guys gameplay. I don't think I missed anything crazy super important, but I did want to show you gameplay. They did not show gameplay of of Shimo and Scar King, but they do show us gameplay of Godzilla and Kong. So we have Godzilla here as the leader. You can't see behind my head, but his leader ability costs only 3. Only 3. We don't have the cooldown timer yet. We could probably suss it out by watching this video. You count it. But his leader cost is 3. There's Kong with the Beast Glove right here. There's Kong as well. You see he's not jumping over the environmental hazard right now. But look, he's going around it. He has pretty wide search range, at least. If he's going around that environmental hazard, he's got pretty wide search range. We have Godzilla doing his little thing in the water, and he's running. You can see his meter right there. I know it's a little bit blurry. I'm trying to just get like both views in camera. It's a little bit blurry, but it's green, and then it charges into the yellow zone. And then once it was in the yellow, he hits this 180 right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So he's a single, and they don't at all in this video get him to the full meter, but they get him into the second tier of the meter. So that's also kind of cool. G21, they basically spent the match using the returning Monsterverse units and the 2 newest ones, I should say. So pretty cool stuff, and they got like Final Wars Godzilla and Godzilla 2000 in here. But you can see already Mechagodzilla is doing his spray attack at like half health. That's good. That's good that he's hitting that spray at half. I mean, he's still getting clobbered by, look at that, the jump and the slam. He's still getting clobbered by the Axe Kong and the glove. It looks so cool. Man, absolutely rules. Absolutely rules. They don't do any gameplay of the new map either. Off the top of my head, I'm not remembering if they mentioned that the map also arrives on the 15th, but whatever build of this game they're using also included Scar King and Shimo, because in the character select screen, it said 93 units. There's currently 89 in the game. So this build has Shimo and Scar King. They just decided not to show them to us. And they also didn't show us the new map either in any gameplay. Just the Skong Island map. Oh my gosh. Skull Island map with the the characters that are going to be arriving first. So there's the leader range on Pinkzilla as a leader right there. Pretty decent, honestly. Doesn't look like he's doing a ton of damage. He's single target. Not super great. There's Kong walking up. There's Kong walking up. I don't think he does jump. So he's a pretty wide search range. So he jumps up, slams. That would knock back, but he keeps doing it to this Mecha Godzilla that's not getting knocked back because he's transforming. So there goes the axe. He can do more damage, and you saw that he was taking those free hits. Her phone keeps turning on and off in the middle of this. It was a little strange, but regardless, they're doing a pretty good job, at least of showcasing what the units do for the most part. The only thing they don't really showcase super well is the Godzilla leader ability and the fully charged Pinkzilla. I believe I don't even know when they use the leader ability. He used it already. Right here. I go back a little bit. This is the leader ability. He hits it right there. But that guy already died, so he didn't get any energy back from that. And then this Kong is going to die anyway. And so, it looks like that ability doesn't even have a timer on it, so it doesn't matter if your individual unit gets a kill. It looks like that leader ability has to get a kill, and it will refund cost. Don't know how much cost or based on what. But he misses that leader ability for sure. And I don't believe he gets it back for the rest of the match. They tease the absolute zero cannon on her, but they whiff it on purpose, or she whiffs it on purpose. But yeah, the battle is all right. They showed off a lot. We didn't really get a good look at the Godzilla leader ability and how that really works, and we didn't get to see a Pinkzilla at the full meter. But regardless, that is the battles. Right, so that is the gameplay. I'm talking over myself. There's just so much information, but I'm gonna pause that. So guys, this was super long. I hope you enjoyed this. I am so excited. I am holding my reservations on the card game thing. I think that the card game... I'm a sucker for gachas. I'm a sucker for card games. I was literally just at a card game tournament this past weekend. She's gonna bankrupt me, right? No, I love the card game idea. I kind of love the vibe. It kind of makes me worried that it's going to have a crazy pay-to-win factor in it. I already kind of believe Godzilla Battleline isn't super pay-to-win because it's really unfriendly. But this card game system, depending on what cards are revealed, we're going to have to wait and see. It could be not great for free-to-play players. All 4 new units look pretty fire. I think that Kong and Godzilla kind of are just all right. They kind of look like pretty good plug-and-play options. Shimo and Scar King we haven't seen in action, but on paper their kits are rock solid. Those are going to be meta-defining units if their stats are also up to snuff. If they're doing no damage or if they're super slow or whatever, then we're not going to really see a whole lot of difference. But on paper their abilities rule. We're going to have to wait to see what their stats are. That is what I got for you guys today. It's a lot of information to take in. Trust me, I've been up since a little bit before 6 o'clock a.m. my time to get all this information to you. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did miss something super important, I will pin it in the top comment in the description. If you want to talk more about any of this stuff, find me in the Discord. The link is also in the description of this video. I'm sure this is what we'll be talking about for the next few days. So that's what I got for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.